Crystal Mania with the Django, and he's been warding all game. How sweet is that? I mean, these long-term games, it's 60 minutes right now, and these heroes are just so farmed. Such sweet. This is going to take me like 3 days to render, seriously. That's what happened last time. There was such a big gap in my render time, or in my upload time, because I had that big 5-part video, which this one's probably going to be 5 parts as well. And I pretty much had to sit there and I had to be like, okay, time to render a video. And you can only do like 2 or 3 a night, depending on how many times I wake up and feel like getting out of bed for 5 minutes. Unfortunately, initiation going down on the Spectre, he pops the blade mail right before it happens, and that actually did a little bit of damage to the Sven here. Pretty cool. But we are very close to a possible end of the game. If the Scourge team wins a big team fight here and gets big pickoffs, does not have his butterfly yet, unfortunately. He's got to be close. 3,700, he's so close. I think he might just sit on the gold in case he needs to buy back. If like half of his team gets wiped and needs to come back and defend them, he's probably. And I know he wants it so bad though. I do that in pubs too. I'm just like, I could save for buyback, but I just want that new item so bad. And then someone on your team just totally screws up, or I screw up, and then your team fight's over, and that sucks. And it's like, oh, the game's over because our team just got owned, and I just bought a butterfly even though I could have saved for buyback. Something like that. Very frustrating. But I mean, stakes are so high right now. If somebody makes a big mistake or a small mistake, it doesn't have to be a big mistake. Someone could be out of position. Someone can make a small mistake, and that is going to be the end of the game. And that's what's very tough playing these very long-term games when everybody's very close. I mean, it's 54 to 41. Scourge is in the lead for gold, but I would not say that it's one-sided by any means. Butterfly on the Morphling, so much agility. 157 plus 109. He has 250 agility. Look at this base damage. It's ridiculous. And his armor, 22 plus 220? Have you ever seen 22 base armor before from a hero? This is the first time I've seen it, I'm pretty sure. Nobody has base armor that ridiculous, that's for damn sure. Just Morphling. Just Morphling, no big deal. Sven just doing a little more creeping, I guess. Everybody's so... What are the levels on everybody? 23, 23, 23, 19, 25, 25, 25, 24, 16, 19. So Vino's a little bit behind. Vino's not doing as good as that CM. But he did get picked off a lot by that Clockwork, so it's understandable. And I bet you, yep, it's going to be 4. The Weaver. Weaver's going to be doing beast damage. Bam. So there we go. That was really cool. He put the Crow on the opposite side of him. He probably did like a shift, like right-click here, shift, T. And then, so the Crow would go there and then transfer. And then he had his hero right-click the butterfly on the bird, so as the bird flew over, it would combine, and then immediately combine it. That's cool. Nice little tricks to save you a little second or two. Big damage from the Weaver. I mean, do you ever see Weavers with this good of stat stuff? It's so cool. Looks like Spectre was going to try to maybe do the attacking here, but not going to happen. Morphling's going to initiate on the Spectre. Blade Mail getting popped. Such big damage going down on the Morphling. He's going to actually go for the DPSer. He is going to pick off that Spectre. I have not seen the Morphling shut down that Spectre all game, and he finally gets the pick off. Really cool play. Puck really low with the AA ult on him, and Sven wants to make something happen. He's going to get the pick off on the Sven, and immediately going to go for this CM, who does get the pick off on the Clockwork, but I think that's going to be the end of this team fight. No, it's not. Wow, Spectre buys back, immediately jumps in. It's going to be tough for the Morphling. He's going to go for this. He has lifesteal. He's not doing super big attack speed. He's out of mana, out of HP, and Spectre doesn't get the kill. He picks off that gem, and the 2 carries survive. Well, Spectre died, but he buys back and has a Hyperstone. He's going to go for the AC, I guess. Probably not going to go for Mjolnir or something like that. Going to go for AC, which I definitely like. Going to do some more minus armor and more tank for his team. And Weaver doing big damage, but he buys back, and as a result, look, both carries on the enemy team also bought back, because otherwise they would be able to push and end this game right there. Sven survived, it looks like. But really, really, really cool team fight. I can't believe Morphling actually focused down the Spectre. He had to wait till the blade mail is over. And then he just auto-attacked him down. He's got that lifesteal. He has the nice slow. Initiate going down on the Spectre. They're going to try to get the kill here. Here comes the Sheep. Such big chunks of damage going down. The blade mail being popped. Beautiful time for the banish. We're gonna have a stun immediately following. I'm gonna be really surprised if the Spectre can make it out of here. Nice stuns going down, and the Sentinel team is going to get the pick off on the enemy carry. Morphling very low on HP. Spectre's, looks like Weaver might try to make something happen here, but he does sitting on an observer ward, kind of weird. But Tower taking a lot of damage. They need someone to go back and get this. Tower's about to go down. It does go down very, very big. Nobody has TP scrolls. Big misplay by the Sentinel team, especially like Sven not having one. But I mean, Tree's taking damage right here. This is pretty bad. I mean, this HP can make a big difference later on in the game. But Catapult's doing some damage to the tower even those range creeps. I mean, that's half of your world tree right there. Looks like Morph kind of wants to make something happen. He has no mana regen. He really needs. He's got an auto attack, I guess. He's gonna go for this Vino. I just know it. Yep, here he goes. He's going to heal up pretty fast, doing some big damage on... It doesn't even matter that he pops the BKB. Or excuse me, he does pop the BKB. Kind of weird. Didn't want to die to that, I guess, or he was expecting maybe an ult from that Venomancer, so a little bit of a defensive maneuver. If your BKB is only 5 seconds, you know, why not? It's only 55-second cooldown. Luckily, the cooldown does go down with the charges, which is pretty balanced in my opinion. But if you have a 5-second BKB, just pop it. You're not wasting much, so not a big deal. And it would have been sweet if he BKBs before the ult, because he could have actually died there. He was sitting at like pretty low HP, so God, look how much he's healing just from a Helm of the Dominator. It's really not that fantastic of lifesteal, but when you do such big chunks of damage, it doesn't matter. So I want to see, let's see some gold totals. No, we're going to be pressuring the Clockwork. Looks like Weaver and the Puck are going to go for it. He still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Not going to have any stun follow-ups, so he's going to make another really nice, smart play by the Clockwork. Initiate going to go down from the Sven. Here comes the stun. He does phase shift it. Really, really nice play. Ult going down from the A, but he's going to wave out of here. Oh, here comes the waveform. He does pop that Ghost Scepter, but taking big, big damage from the Morphling. And he's going to follow up for pretty much just own that hero. I mean, holy crap. Such big damage from that Morphling. He's playing so crisp. What a good Morphling game. I haven't seen Morphling play really well. Not really. In a while. I mean, yeah, Morphling is a great hero, but he's just playing fantastic against the Spectre. He knows how to fight a Spectre. He knows the item builds. And they're doing a really great job tanking and ganking him, so. And they have multiple carries. He's almost got his Aghanims on the OD. Initiate going down to the Spectre. He is actually going to go for this in just a second. He's going to warp in here. Just gets warped and pops his Blade Mail. Weaver is trapped in there. I think it's hard to tell what's going on. Looks like they're going to try to get a kill on the Clockwork Goblin. But Sven is doing big chunks of damage on the Spectre. And he just pretty much owned that Spectre there. OD almost dead. They're going to try to keep him alive. Stun, possibly. They do have the gem, but he does get the pick off, and Weaver survives with 47 HP. How crazy is that? And even CM cleaning house. Holy crap. CM just cleaned house. Seriously. CM and Weaver, I guess, but holy crap, that was mostly CM. BKB and ulting. It's only the second time she's used that. She killed a Morphling, and she killed a Sven. Like, holy crap. Such good Sven items. Blink, Mask of Madness, Armlet, and BKB. He is pretty much for blinking in and owning face. So someone needs to pick up that cheese. Crystal Maiden picking up cheese so that she can ult longer. How cool is that? How often do you see that? It's not on a semi-carry. Big pressure going down. Wow, we're even going to lose a tower mid probably. Spectre's going to get here in just a second. I think, yep, going to save the tower. But very close. Tower almost going down. I mean, World Tree sitting very, very low, and that's as a result of that CM and the Weaver making shit happen. Sitting up, I mean, Weaver survived with 47 HP. That's like 3 strength, basically. If he had 3 less strength, I mean, that's not the most applicable argument. It's not like I can look at a gauntlet of strength or like a GG and be like, this is what saved him, but how close was that? So crazy. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at it this way. If Weaver didn't have that much strength gain, not that his strength gain is good by any means, but if he didn't have that much strength gain, he never would have made it. So Razor, nice. I love the replicate on the Radiance. That's really cool. Gonna absolutely drop that CM, but he does pop the cheese right before he dies. See if we pops the BKB. I think that must have just been on cooldown here. But Morphling does get the pick off, and Weaver is in a lot of trouble. He's going to go for the World Tree. He doesn't even give a shit. They do pop that ult, and Spectre's going to join in here too. They're just going to go for the World Tree. They're going to end it right here. They're going to get the pick off. That is going to be the end of the game. If they can get it, oh my god. Weaver goes down. They're going to try to get the Spectre, doing a lot of damage to Spectre. Can he even hit the tree? It's at 89 HP. It does get picked off by that Weaver. What a fun game to cast and watch. I hope you guys enjoyed that. How great. What a great game. Honestly, that was really sweet. I'm totally glad I casted that. It's pretty long, which I don't necessarily enjoy, but this game was totally fantastic. Really great team fights all the way through the game. So how close was that? All the heroes had good items except for like AA, and Vino was sitting at bad items, but really great plays by all the players. I did not see a lot of mistakes by any means, so how cool. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, I think that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go check out my other videos. I just posted a Onion with Gyrocopter game, and I'm going to do some more weird heroes like that don't get played very often, but are still pretty awesome heroes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go check out my other videos, and please subscribe. That's what I want you to do. See ya.